Hey, how's it going? It's Cali here and welcome to my kitchen. In this segment, I'll be showing you how to make food shown in anime. On today's menu, our item comes from a family that is ready to fluff up anyone who just needs a little bit more love in their life, or cats. Cats too. The dish comes from the Kawamoto family from the anime March Comes In Like a Lion, and it is fancy curry. See what I did there? It's currently March, and the anime of choice is March Comes In Like a Lion. If you haven't checked out this series,
what are you doing? Go check it out!
It's about this young high school pro shogi player named Rei Kiriyama as he deals with his troubled past while he's trying to make sense of his present situation, as well as trying to figure out what his unclear future holds. But our item today doesn't have very much to do with him. This dish actually comes from his friend Akari, who wanted to make a fancy dinner for when her crush made a visit to her house to see Rei. But because she didn't have enough money to make a crazy fancy dinner, her family helped her improvise. Can we say, ballin' on a budget? Even though this dish is pretty simple, I think it's still super fancy and super filling. So,
you have now been warned.
So without further ado, let's get started. First, the ingredients you will need to make this fancy dish are rice, panko breadcrumbs, flour, cooking oil, a potato, an onion, curry sauce mix, chicken tenderloins, a carrot. You'll most certainly need 3 eggs, not 1, garlic powder, chili powder, and salt. Now, before we start cooking, we need to wash those hands. Cause let's face it, no one wants to taste where your hands have been, you nasty. We will begin by pouring 1 cup of rice into a strainer. Now this step is completely optional, but I've just been told all my life to wash my rice before cooking it to remove the excess starch and other impurities. For this step, I can't really tell you how to go about it since rice cookers vary from brand to brand. For mine, I just put my rice and water in and turn it on. Next, get your cutting board and bring out the potato and remove its skin.
Oh my, well, hello there.
And cut the potato into medium-sized pieces.
Oh, well, would you look at that?
Then get your carrot and chop it up. Now with the onion, go ahead and cut it in half and start cutting it into rectangular-like pieces. They should look like this. Next, place your meat on the cutting board and begin to slice it up into bite-sized pieces. Once done, separate them into 2 piles. This pile is for the curry and this one is for the deep fried chicken bites. I'm only making 8 of these pieces because I definitely wanted to have more for the curry. Now bring a pot to the stove and add in 1 tablespoon of cooking oil into the pot. Then add in your onions, carrots, potatoes, and chicken and start mixing them around until the chicken is no longer pink. As soon as that's finished, get 3½ cups of water and pour it into the pot and mix it around just a little bit. Now we're just going to sit back and relax and wait until the pot comes to a boil. Next, we're going to remove all the foam from the top. After that is done, we are going to turn off the heat to let the cooling process start. And while our stew is doing its cool down, we are going to add in our curry sauce mix. I just found this one at my local grocery store, but you are free to use whatever brand you desire. Then break it up in the package, plop them in the stew, and start mixing it around. For the record, I added in the entire packet, but just 2 at a time until well combined. You may notice that the curry is getting thicker. That means you are on the right track, but you don't have to stir it continuously for it to get thick. After you stir it around a couple of times, go ahead and leave it there while we work on the chicken bites and hot spring egg. Bring back the chicken we set aside and hit it with the garlic powder, the chili powder, and the salt to your liking. And make sure they're all well coated with your seasoning. Next, get 3 small bowls and place 2 beaten eggs with a dash of water into the first one, flour in the second, and panko breadcrumbs in the third bowl. Then, with your marinated chicken bite, dip it into the egg wash, then into the flour, back into the egg wash, and finally coat it with the panko breadcrumbs. After that, get a pot and pour in some cooking oil into the pot. I'd recommend that you keep the heat on the lowest heat setting because if you deep fry it on high or even medium, you will have the possibility of your chicken bite turning out like this, cooked on the outside but not so much at its center. So to avoid this so that your chicken cooks evenly, keep the heat on low. But just add in your chicken bites and leave it in for 3 to 5 minutes. Once done, set it aside on a cooling rack or a paper towel to let all the excess oil drip away. And now the final element, the hot spring egg. Get a pot and bring it to a boil, then immediately turn the heat off and add in 1 cup of cold water. Then place your egg into the pot and place a lid on top to trap the heat and let the egg sit in there for 17 minutes. And after 17 minutes are up, place the egg aside for another 5 minutes. Then finally crack your egg and place all of your ingredients together to create, ta-da! Fancy curry! This mega tasty meal may be just what you need to impress your crush. After all, they do say that a way to a person's heart is through their stomach. And who knows, maybe they'll want seconds too. Let's see what my sister thinks.
I don't like it. I love it.
And that's a wrap for this video. Thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. As always, if you have any other anime recipes that you would like me to try, please let me know in the comment section below and I can see if I can do them. And stay tuned for more anime-esque stuff coming your way. And if you decided to make this recipe, I'd love to see how it turned out. So if you put it on either like Twitter or Instagram, hashtag it with LookCook and I'll definitely check it out. And that's it for me. Thank you again for sharing a part of your day with me, and I hope the rest of your day is incredible. Until next time!
I literally have curry for days.